I was nervous. I was a little scared. It was just one of those things being told, "You're going to Afghanistan," so it was pretty nerve-wracking knowing we're gonna be doing what our brothers and sisters have been doing for the past 20 years.
And we joined the special MACTAF. And then in March is when the entire battalion, March, April is when we deploy. But when we got to Al Jaber, uh, Kuwait, we were told you got 72 hours to get your entire battalion in Eshkaya. And I remember the special MACTAF commander telling us this. He said, ladies and gentlemen, the time for motivational speeches is over. This is the real thing.
We got off the aircraft. Nighttime, all you hear is the aircraft, just single file line to basically like the sidelines of the airstrip. We were told that we're gonna be in condition one, we're full kit.
So we went and immediately secured the flight line, right? They moved immediately to Abbey Gate, to that area, because the crowd there needed some control.
The first thing we did was help the other allied forces to round up the civilians that did break the perimeter and push them back to that lines.
We were leaving on the 25th. And then we found out, yes, the order came, you guys will not leave, you will guard Abbey Gate until the 26th. Abbey Gate was the last gate open. And that's where going back to being the best and the most disciplined, it carried a cost. The whole world stops. I saw Marines being lifted in the air and pushed by the blast.
I'm hearing screams. I'm seeing bodies getting dragged. I see bodies getting carried on riot shields just because we didn't have enough litters. Seeing people run back and forth. I'm seeing Marines running to the Abbey Gate to post security.
There are Marines wounded on the ground. When I hear that, I said, I don't care. I'm going in.
Me and another corpsman in my squad were ready to make that run as well, and then we were stopped by our platoon sergeant telling us like, "Hey, we have too many people already down there. I need the corpsman to stay up here and start getting ready to receive casualties." All we could think about was, "Oh, we have corpsmen down there. They'll get the job done. Hopefully they weren't involved in it. Hopefully it didn't hit anyone." Um, I had this false hope because the first few people that came in through the gate as casualties were all civilians. I hear the corpsman that was in charge of the CCP told us, "Hey, we have Marines coming in."
Eventually, I started getting dragged, and I cannot hear, I cannot feel, but I knew that I was struggling to breathe. I hear him saying, "Yo, it's Holly. Like, it's gonna be all right, Dave. It's gonna be all right." Definitely a warm relief to hear, your fellow brothers tell you it's gonna be all right. My platoon sergeant eventually comes, and the company commander just checking on me as well, and I ask the same thing. Where's Soviet? They they just shake their head.
You kind of see the other side, death and life. when you see the word has a different taste.
It was as chaotic as one can think, one can imagine after the blast. I think the biggest challenge was not having the ability to help every single person that I saw that needed medical help.
As time passes by, we're all eventually loaded onto the aircraft. Just reflecting on the events that had just happened.
On one hand, I knew we accomplished the mission. To pull 130,000 civilians to safety in those conditions put any logistic to the limit. But on the other hand, why we lost 13. And I could not explain that to the Marines. Those Marines performed that mission to the best of their ability. They did what the nation asked them to do.
I believe just by being the best version of ourselves as time progresses, and just always remembering that sacrifice that they paid. I believe that's how we're able to kind of honor them. Take lots of pictures, because in this line of work, you never know what's gonna happen.
These Marines closed this chapter, putting their heart and soul in that mission. So we must honor their sacrifices. They didn't lose their life. They offered them so 130 civilians could have a second one. And that is what the American values is all about.